So today we're having a look at the passion flower or passiflora, and we're looking at how to grow these from seed, how to propagate them, and a method called layering. So let me show you what we're going to do. So passion flower, it's a gorgeous flower, blues and whites, purples, from slender stems with a cluster of small purple flowers that float elegantly in the breeze. So we're looking at growing the passion flower, and this is a fast growing exotic climber. So February, April, flowers June to September, and is a half hardy annual, and it's a wonderful exotic climber with large ornate flowers followed by edible fruit, often winters hardy if grown against a sheltered sunny wall in light well drained soil, and it's a winner of an RHS award for good performance. So when to sow? February to April. Where? In pots of seed compost, so 2 seeds per pot, covered with a fine layer of compost. So here we go. Let's have a look at what our seeds have got. December 28, and here we go. This is our seeds. They're fairly big, so I'm just going to pop 4 in this pot, 1 in each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's our passiflora. Done it on the edge as the moisture leaves the centre and heads towards the edge, and then we're going to give it a cover with another sprinkle of compost. Firm it down, and then we're going to give it a drop of water, then we're going to give it a drop of water, so cover pots with glass or polythene or in a propagator lid. Keep it approximately 20 degrees and the seedling will appear within 21 to 35 days, and remove the cover when seedlings appear. Grow on at approximately 15 degrees until ready for potting up, and then gradually acclimatise plants to outside conditions in May. So there we go. That is our passiflora. So a way of layering using a bottle is to take a piece of our vine that's still currently growing, ideally with no buds. This is for purpose growing on the vine. So what we're going to do is we just cut off 2 sections of the leaves and the tendrils. And we've chosen a non-flowering vine, and we've got a bottle, so we need to prepare a bottle for our vine. So we're just going to cut right down the middle, all the way down to the end, and then around the corner, and then we just need to make a kind of a circle around the bottom making a hole right at the bottom. There we go. So we've got a circular cut there. So we've made a hole, we've cut all the way down through the bottle, and then with our twine we can place it through the bottle with the two sections that we've took off inside the bottle, and then the bottom sticks out the bottom of the bottle. And then we've got to get some compost, and we're going to fill the bottle. Over the two nodes. Fill it up. So this will continue growing on the vine, and it's going to grow some roots into the nice fresh compost. And then all we need to do, we seal up the bottle with some string or cable tie, and we seal it back on while it's still on the vine. There we go. And there we go, and our bottle stays on the plant until roots appear. Once roots appear, then we can just top off the end, and we'll have one new cutting. An alternative way, without using the bottle, is to place the cutting directly into a pot, keeping it underground, keeping it in there firmly with a paper clip, piece of metal, and covering over the top with the compost, and that's called layering. Metal, clip it in the soil, keeping the plant from springing out, and recovering with compost, and the roots will grow in the compost, and then we snip once the roots have grown. So the last way is to propagate our cuttings. So we've taken a non-flowering piece of our passion flower, and we're going to take our cutting, and we're going to cut just underneath a node, and we've got another node on top. So I'm going to cut off this first leaf. We don't want the top bit, that's a bit too floppy. And we're going to cut off the tendril. We've got one leaf at the top. We don't need all the leaf because it's going to take up too much water. So we're chopping the leaf down by half. Then we look at the bottom and we're going to remove the bottom leaf, the tendril, and then we're left with a new shoot and the bottom bud. So we take our pot and we place it down we can use a rooting powder or cinnamon or even honey put on the end of our cutting. Then we place it down into our pot. There we go, and that's our cutting. So we can do this a few more times. Remove the bottom one, cut down the first leaf at the top, and place it in the pot. One more. So this is going to sit in the greenhouse. We could use a bag, put over the top of it, make a mini propagator. This is going to sit into the greenhouse and we can watch these grow on. Just need to be kept moist in a light free, frost free place. There we go, and that is our passionflower cuttings.